How's everyone doing today? Hope you're all fantastic, wonderful day. We're going to be jumping right here in some more hardcore Stoneblock 4. Let's go ahead and hop in here. Bum, bum, ba, ba, dum. How's it going? How's it going? Hope everybody's having a good day. Alrighty, so there was no stream this morning. I do apologize for that. I had to catch up on some sleep. The analogy I was giving was the Egyptian Ouroboros, the snake eating its own tail. Essentially what was happening was my insomnia was causing me to sleep about 4 hours, and then I would have caffeine to offset that lack of sleep, and then that would cause me to have more insomnia. It was just a vicious cycle for about 5 days or so. So then this morning I managed to actually just sleep in and get caught up. David, welcome. Can you suggest a mod? You're welcome to suggest a mod. It was just yesterday. Yeah, go ahead. Suggest one. Infinity ingot. Can I craft another one? No. Why? Okay, we're waiting on that. Is there any other way, faster way of getting this? Yeah, technically we could automate that. Fluxite, yeah. Boom, boom, ba-da-dum. An amethyst fish. Boom. You're waiting for me to open up Curse Forge. No, you just tell me the name of the mod, and I can check into it. Bottom, 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 da 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 da. Now, what else were we missing? Emeralds. So I'm assuming with the emeralds it's just a seat. No, it's a... Okay, this guy just needs to be tiered up. Okay. Bum bum bum. Doom doom doom. Doom 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 doom. Doom doom doom. Okay. There we go. That's gonna go a lot faster for us. Now, that part's fine. Now, what I'm thinking here, we have budding amethyst here. We have all these enderic lasers set up. Well, I mean, open up Curse Forge yourself. Figure out what the mod is, and go ahead and suggest it to me. So the only thing I'm not sure of with the Fluxite is, are we shooting it at the block, or are we shooting it at... We're shooting it at the cluster itself. So. Do. So then, in theory, if we're shooting at the cluster itself. Do. Then it might just be a matter of making this guy grow faster. And that is going to be done through growth accelerators. Turn that off. Growth accelerator 1. Growth accelerator 2. Growth accelerator 3. What is speed of straight power? That might be going faster. I honestly can't tell. Power's fine. We could add in a capacity upgrade. It's dark. How's it going? Welcome, welcome. Doom, doo, doo, doo. Yo. Doom. Doing good here, doing good here. Language is Romanian for you, and you're on your phone. Oh. Well, I'm not going to go scrolling through a bunch of random mods, so just maybe figure it out, and then you can come back and suggest one. I'm doing well, and yourself, Dark? Let's see. Yes, the stream just started. You're recovering. Got you. Got you. Got you. Let's see. How else can I make this faster? The only other idea I have is getting a budding amethyst over here. Because we have all these lasers set up. Switching this out for a budding amethyst might make it faster. This is hardcore Stoneblock 4. It's gonna blow up, so do that. And then everything should still be there. Okay, that does appear to have made that very fast. These all have their own inventories. I guess I could just turn it on and leave. The only tricky part here is going to be where the crystals are actually going. Yeah, when it's shooting the laser, it's collecting them inside of the lasers. And they're all kind of collecting them. Wait, are we somehow getting... No, okay. Yeah, like that one's not getting any... We're definitely getting them a lot faster this way, though. Ooh, a Fue Coco. It's a good starter. Fallen, how's it going? And nothing can be in the line of sight of these lasers. So that's the other bad thing here. This is the final form of the multi-block. Yeah, for sure, for sure. This is the final form of the multi-block. And I figured since we don't need it for the Arcane Catalyst anymore, and we do need the Fluxite, that we're gonna let it eat on some Fluxite. It's called More Stuff, Swords, Tools, Armors, and More. Alright, I will look into that after the stream, David. I don't even know what the Gold Dango is. I've never heard of that Pokemon. It's a steel type? Oh. Huh, I've never heard of it. Alright, let's turn those off. And let's think about collection. How am I? See, it broke a cobblestone somewhere. That's not good. It's not good that it broke that cobblestone. That broke a redstone link. Doom. 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 Scarlet and Violet. Did I play those? I don't feel like I did play Scarlet and Violet. Do-do. Do-do. Do-do-do. How do I want to collect? I don't think I can interact. Yeah, you can't. You have to interact with the laser itself. You cannot interact with the add-ons. For the most part, it seems that the tops of the lasers are good to go. So I'm farming for Fluxite. If we do a receiver and a transmitter, and a network card, can there be a pipe thingy connecting the lasers? The biggest, yes. 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 That's a good idea. Just piping them out into one central location. Yeah. Yeah, I like that. Fluids. Storage space, like double chest, yeah, for sure. We can have it connected to a drawer that's linked to the system. Dude. Man, I didn't have any coffee today. Which, I mean, doesn't have any impact on my energy because I got a lot of extra sleep this morning. But, it does make me a little sad that I didn't get in coffee. Doom. You'll know the mods. Yeah, no worries. Yeah, this has a total of 433 mods. What's the issue here? Nothing? It's just processing? Okay. Oh, I know what the issue is. I know what the issue is. It's this watch of flowing time messing up the system. This guy. Yeah, it's 433. Okay, so logistical transporters. And is there a good piping method? Yeah, there's space there. This spacing's gonna be weird at the top, but not too bad. Not too bad. We don't need to, yeah. No. Maybe. No, we'll bring it in. Like this. The biggest thing is just to avoid the lasers themselves. Possibly you can transport the collected items from the pipe wirelessly. Yes, yeah. I'm going to throw it in a drawer, which is linked to my drawer controller. Or I could even do a straight importer into our overall system. Okay. Just trying to find a good spot to run this down. Nope, we do not need to go under there. That was a mistake. Doom, 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 doom. We need to run it in here on that level. Okay, so that's fine. So just go one over here, run it down. Ooh. Okay. Come straight down the corner. Yeah, Project E is what this is. One of my favorite mods. It has been heavily nerfed in this mod pack, which is sad. Alright, now just do accounts. Those four. Oh, not our middle ring. Our middle ring is not connected yet. You excited for brand new day? I don't know what you mean. Oh, Spider-Man. I actually have a military buddy that would tell you yes. Me personally, I'm actually more excited for Toy Story 5 than I am the new Spider-Man. Okay, let's see here. Might as well place these in while we're waiting on those to get made. Can't really say no to my opinion. You can always say no to my opinion. Do-dum, do-dum, do. Doom, doom, da, doom, doom. I did watch Spider Noir. I liked that. I enjoyed that. With the old Nick Cage. I hope they make more of that. We'll see. Doo-doom, doo-doo-doo. Think everything's connected. Did you watch it in black and white or color? Nice. I watched the first episode in black and white, and then I switched over to color. Then I finished it out in color. So right now it shouldn't pull, because there's, well, it might pull. I don't know if it's going to detect. It did. It detected them as other inventories, so it's going to pull, but that's fine. It's okay. Do 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 do. Dum dum. Do 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 do. Certain charm for it when it's in black and white. Yeah, I just wanted to. I just mostly wanted to be able to see the blood. Do 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 do. Yo. It's dark. Thank you very much for the follow. Welcome to Rapids Legion. Okay, so we're pull. Let's go ahead and I'm gonna start with a chest. Can I? Let me out. I'm gonna start with a chest. But we're not gonna stay with a chest. Okay, so I think everything should end up here. Unless I... Nope. I missed one. Do, 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 do. Okay, then everything should be in here. Yes. Very nice. Loot craft. Nope. No loot craft. I should figure out where this redstone link came from. Because it's very odd to me that even without the redstone link, seems like everything's still working. Unless that redstone link was just from before? Yeah, because all the redstone links are still there. Doom, 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 doom. Something weird just happened to the camera. Looks fine now. I think it's because my software updater is updating things in the background right now. I really should. I don't know. Part of me thinks I should turn that off to where it doesn't do that, but the other part of me is like, well, it keeps everything up to date. Do I play other games? Mostly modded Minecraft in different stages, different variations of complexity level. Sometimes I check out games on stream, but for the most part, it's modded Minecraft. I also do a little bit of AI work in the background. So sometimes I do AI streams as well. Not specifically AI streams, but it'll be like I'm doing Minecraft waiting on something, so I'll pull up the AI and start working on it. I've been playing with the idea of potentially doing AI dedicated streams. So for instance, I do 2 streams a day, one in the morning, one in the evening. And I thought about changing one of those streams to be more AI focused, working on AI, and doing different things with it. But I don't know. I am not a software dev. Nope, I am a network engineer by trade. I am currently studying to get my Cisco Certified Network Administrator certificate. There's the word. But I served 6 years in the Air Force doing network engineering. So that is my background. And that's actually my passion. The AI thing's just kind of like a side hustle thing that I'm like, not a side hustle, but it's a side thing that I'm just like, ooh, what can I do with it? What can I do with it? Play around with it. All right, let's turn it back on. That was not it. Yeah, that's a lot faster. You ever plan on being a part of the Air Force as well? Yeah, for sure. For sure. I did 6 years and was medically retired. I ended up getting an injury from it and was medically retired. Which is why, like, once an hour I take a break during the stream. So that way, I can help manage the pain. So I ended up having a fall during a training exercise, where I essentially fell flat on my back. Well, I say flat. If this is my back, I fell. So we'll say this is the right side, this is the left side. I fell like this. Like flat, like a board, right? Stiff as a board, fell like that. That messed up my right hip and my lower back. And I was part of a combat unit, so I didn't go to, like, when it first happened, I just kind of, like, you know, stood up, was like, whatever, it's fine, you know, it's just probably just bruised or something. It happened on a Friday, and I was just like, no, I just kept pushing through what I was doing, and, you know, whatever, go home. So I went home. The next day I woke up, I could not get out of bed. I woke up, I could not sit up. I could not bend my back like this. So I raised my legs, I swung them over the side of the bed. My back is now like this. And I just walked over to the wall and used my arms to walk my back straight again. Okay, once again, I'm not thinking this is a big deal. Whatever, I'll get over it. It'll be fine. Monday rolls around, and I go to PT. And we're gonna run 3 miles, 4 miles, whatever it was that day. And I don't tell anybody, I just go and start running. But I'm very slow, and I'm limping on my right hip. My right hip is limping. And normally I was a pretty fast runner. And my supervisor seen me. He had already finished the race. He came back and seen me. And he's like, hey man, what's going on? And I told him what happened. And he's like, well then what are you doing? Why are you out here? Go to medical. And I was like, no, it's fine. He's like, dude, you're not Superman. Go to medical. And I was like, okay, fine, I'll go to medical. Go to medical, get x-rays. They can't determine anything from the x-rays. But the doc knows I'm in pain, so he just gives me ibuprofen, aka Motrin, at like 800 milligrams or something like that. He's like, here, take this for the pain. See me in a week or whatever. So I go back, see him in a week. Pain's still the same. Okay. You're probably just still hurt. The x-rays didn't show anything. Well, this kept happening. Of course, like I said, I was part of a combat unit, so our whole mission was to deploy, go out, and do our thing. So I think the doctor, plus my unit, wanted to keep me deployable, right? They wanted me to still be able to go out and do my job, because I was the subject matter expert at what I did, right? So I knew what to do better than anybody else. So they wanted to keep being able to send me. Well, so this persists for about 3 years. I go to the doctor, here's some pills, here's a little piece of paper that says you don't have to run, you don't have to do this, da 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 da. And the whole time I'm still going out on missions and all this stuff. After 3 years, the doctors change. The doctors change to a new doctor. A mission's coming up where it was like this one mission that I was trying to get on for like the whole time I was there. And I finally get my chance to go. Our first sergeant, which your first sergeant is the person between your chain of command, the officers, and the enlisted. And they're supposed to take care of the enlisted troops. If the enlisted troops are having problems, they're supposed to take care of them, right? Tell the command and all that. Everybody else in the leadership chain was like, yes, he's gonna go. Yes, he's gonna go. Yes, he's gonna go. And it stopped with her. She said, nope, you're not gonna go. You've been nursing this pain for the last 3 to 4 years. You're gonna go back to medical. You're gonna get seen. And we're gonna figure out what's going on with you. So, like I said, we had a new doctor come in. I went to medical. They did an MRI. They discovered arthritis all the way up and down my spine, degenerative disc disease, which is the vertebrae in between my spine are basically deteriorating, and plus the whole host of other issues stemming from the original fall. And there's the story. Yeah, and it goes all the way up into the arthritis goes all the way up to into like the base of my neck, basically. The medical retirement what happened in okay, this gets complicated. The official medical retirement happened February of 24. My terminal leave started December. Of 24. Or of 23. Yeah, the official retirement date was February 24. My terminal leave started December 23 is when I actually left. And I had 3 months of vacation time before I actually retired. Turn this one off. We don't need it. Power still fine. Okay. Nice, we can make another one. Start it up. And let's watch and see if it works. No, it's permanent. It's never going to. It's permanent damage, basically. There's things I can do to manage it. That's about it. At one point they tried to, before they retired me, they tried to do electrolysis nerve ablation, which essentially was taking 2 electrodes on 2 different parts of my spine and sending electricity through it to try to burn the nerves to stop the pain, right? No nerves, no pain. That's the idea. There's no nerves there, you can't feel it. That just made it a lot worse. That I don't recommend, personal experience, I do not recommend doing that. I do not recommend that experience. That was 3 days on the couch afterwards. 3 days on the couch with like one pain pill a day. And after 3 days, I was supposed to be able to, get up and walk and all that, no problem. No, that was 2 weeks of recovery and no significant result. All right, we're going to take a quick 5-minute break here. Feel free to grab something to drink, grab yourself a snack. I'll be right back. All right, let's get back in here. Boom, 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 boom. You kind of feel sad for me. Don't feel sad for me. It's okay. What a story to tell my kids, right? Yeah. Along with all the deployment stories that I had a time on. Yeah, don't feel sad. It's all good. By the way, for reasons you can't join the Discord link is a pain. Let me give you the link. Boom. Boom. Oh. Might help if I actually copy the link. There we go. Boom, 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 boom. Okay. Where are we at? We've been running for 6 minutes on this craft. And it's doing things and stuff. It is doing a lot of subcrafts, so it makes sense that it's going to take a while. The rhodium is this. So then this is this. So we just pull this. That should speed that guy up. Deployment stories and combat stories confidential. Specifically because of my kind of job, I don't talk about them. I'm on like a 99-year NDA or something like that. I can't remember how that works. If it's 99 years or until I turn 99. I don't know how that works, but one or the other. For sure, for sure. For sure. I wonder if this thing accepts redstone control. If it does, we can set this on a timer. Let me see. It does. Let's get a timer. Oh, right, because this messes everything up. Other way. Come on, man. There it goes. Set it to... Oh, it's pulsing. No. Okay, I don't like this one. I want... I don't want it to pulse. Something else we could do. I just thought about this. We can raise this up into the ceiling to where it's not hitting. I think my watch of flowing time has exited the building. That's annoying. Those are expensive. $325. We can buy a new one. From who? Ancient. 5 chickens for 50,000, or 5,000 chickens for 5 chickens for 50. I could probably do it. I could probably do it. Okay, still not hitting. So now it's hitting both, which... No, that's where it just was. We want to go one higher. There we go. Still having problems with that though. Or are we just done? Are we done with that? What's happening? Working on Enderium now? Or is everything just broken? Is everything broken? I think everything's broken. Quest it again. Okay, now I think it's working. Ah, something else is broken. What happened there? Huh. That's a problem I did not foresee. First actions were questionable. Yeah, probably. Probably. I was upset about it for a while, but I kind of quit being upset about it. Upgrade. I probably could have, but I don't think it was necessarily worth the hassle. And overall, I feel very positive and fortunate for the experience I had. I don't regret my life decisions at all. Might need a drawer upgrade for polymorphic, but maybe not. Maybe not. That's our polymorphic is already upgraded anyway. Yeah, for sure, for sure. Doom, doom. We haven't checked on our antimatter in a while. Doo-doo. This is just passively being made. Yeah. Doom, doom, doo, 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 doo. Doom, 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 doom. Time fluid's almost done. Okay, and I think that's the final part of the craft. Or it should be. There it goes. Alright, can I request up another one? EDM, some. I can request about another one. Now that I think all the bugs are worked out, let's see how long from scratch this will take. The playlist we're currently listening to was made by one of my military buddies. The playlist that I play, so it's all copyright free, right? Because he gave me exclusive rights to use it, which is great. And this entire playlist is about an hour and a half of music that so far is everything that he's released, right? He's still in the process of making more, you know, but it is what it is. Mm-hmm. Boom, 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 boom. Yeah, he's crazy. So the graphics, the sub emotes, the heart. Okay, so so these he did these. He did the sub badges. Basically, if I go here, everything that you can see around the screen is stuff that he's made, plus the back screen. He made the back screen himself as well. I did the animation for the RM, and then Twitch provided these two animations that are there. But yeah, I did the animation here on the RM. I don't have the patience for graphics. For instance, I made this one and this one. If you look at the quality difference there, those are the two I made. The rest he made. Doo-doo. Doo-doo. Underneath the stream, all the panel art for the different things is what he made. He made those panel art. He actually made me like, I kind of gave him a rough idea of what I wanted, and he actually made me like 3 iterations, and then I just chose the one I like the most. And then obviously over on YouTube, then you can't. YouTube doesn't have channel stuff like that, so. Boom, 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 boom. Are we? Oh yeah, we're having this problem again. Because I never actually fixed it. Right? We're definitely having this problems with this machine, but I don't know. It seems like there's other problems as well. Boom. Doom, doom, doom. Doom, doom. Okay. Let me cancel. Try again. Mushroom. Doom. What machine makes that? The world engine is broken. Yeah. Okay, we'll try that again. How often do I stream? 2 times a day, 12 hours apart. Yes, 2 hour day, 2 times a day for 3 hours a day, 12 hours apart. Boom. Now, if my wife and I get back to the U.S., like if her visa stuff goes through and all that, then that definitely probably won't be the same. I know how to fix this. No. 3 hours per stream, twice a day. But yeah, once my wife and I get back to the U.S., assuming her visa goes through, I do plan on going back to network engineering for the government, if I can. If I get hired on by a company and whatnot. That's kind of why I've been, you know, getting my renewing my certifications and all that. But that, of course, depends on a lot of factors. If the content creation stuff blows up for some reason, then, and you know, I'm making good enough money of that, then I won't worry probably about the government stuff. But if it doesn't, and we kind of stay where we're at, then I will have to, you know, get gainful employment, which is fine. Whatever. No complaints here. 88 Enderium blocks. Let me... No, I am. I am a citizen of the... I am a citizen of the U.S., yes. But currently we are living in my wife's country, waiting for her spouse visa. If I do this, if I do that, There you go. I untimed you out. Nice, that works. Okay, so that would solve that issue then. That would solve that issue. So then if I do this, the only other potential issue we have happening is the world engine. So, and I think it should be fine. What am I, what? Ah. Mr. Prismarine Chicken needs to be leveled up. I wish there was an easy way to turn that off. I understand we need to back up and we need to, like, it's using a lot of resources. I get that. Yeah, we can turn it off this way, like I've done in the past. It's just been a while. Forgot how to do that. There we go. Your messages got deleted because the management bot I have in here seen your all caps, and it said, please refrain from spamming caps. Very nice, Desi. Keep up the grind. Keep up the grind. Yeah, that's all you said, but the bot has a protection on it where too many capital letters in a row, and it gives a timeout for 30 seconds. It wasn't for the content of your speech, but how your speech was portrayed. Ndo. Won't be running low on Prismarine after this. Are we gonna go all the way? No. It's gonna run out of time before that happens. Close. 110. 111. No. There we go. Alrighty, another infinity ingot. Oh, still gotta wait for it to catch up. Doo-dum. Bottom. Yeah, I enjoy it. I enjoy it for sure. I had this one, so I've been doing this. I've been doing live streaming content creation for 12 or 13 years. I've lost count. And for a long time, I had this one playlist that was the only playlist I ever ran, because it was the only playlist I had that was copyright. Desi, no worries, thanks for stopping by and saying hi. And people kind of got annoyed because it was the only playlist I ever played, because it was the only playlist I had that was copyright free. And so then that started the hunt for new music, and then I reached out to my buddy and I was like, hey man, what do you got? Alright, so now, surely we fixed all the problems, right? No more problems? Surely it'll just craft and do its thing and we won't have any more issues? Doo-doo. Yeah, I think I think I was trying to ask people's opinions or something on my YouTube channel about it. Like, hey, does anybody know? You know. Because some of the royalty-free stuff out, like the problem I was having was I was using at one point I was using this player. And when this player first came out a few years ago, it was advertised as copyright free, no copyright strikes, and all that stuff, right? And they had little toggles that, like, you say, okay, this is for YouTube, because YouTube has stricter, or for a long time, YouTube had stricter guidelines than Twitch did about the music. So I was like, okay, YouTube friendly music. And then, even though I had that selected, and it would still get flagged. The music would still get flagged. So then I was like, sorry. So then I was like, what the hell? Well, I enjoy working with my buddy on his music because A, it gets it out there so people can hear it. B, I know 100% this is something that he made himself, and there will be zero issues playing it, right? I can trust the source. Although I will say, one of his songs, he took inspiration from like a really old Nintendo game, and Nintendo flagged it. But I mean, that's pretty good. Out of an hour and a half worth of music, only one song. Only one song the whole time. And it was an easy solution, just remove it from the playlist. Right. Do-dum, do-dum, do-dum. Okay, what we want to see here is everything go through without any issues. That's what we want to see. I'm also a drummer. I don't talk about that much because I do not have a drum set here. I grew up being a drummer. My dad's a drummer, so I started playing the drums when I was about 3 or 4 years old. But yeah, I don't have a drum set here. The only thing I have here is what's called a cajon, which is essentially a box that you sit on that has snares and an area for bass. NCS, because the company's name itself stands for no copyright sounds. Ah, I see. Okay, it appears that we're still having issues, which tells me that this is broken in. Okay. And that tells me I'm gonna have to actually change this, which I didn't want to do. You used to play for your school band. Yeah, it's completely broken. Dodum. Dodum. There is a way to fix this. Dodum. Dodum. Cancel that. Those back in the system. Change this to lock until outputs are received. It locked it before it received its strange matter. This is It's not. It's not getting its Doom. I can let that part go at least. Okay, that part's fine. Now give me one of those. Yeah, what's... Why is it not... Why is it not receiving that? It was working before. It's not like accidentally putting it in an unlocked fluid drawer somewhere, is it? Locked, 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 locked. 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 Let me get... What's that thing called? This guy. Is it an actual issue with the production of strange matter? Are we missing some kind of material? We've had issues with those in the past. The enderic compound. Give me a bunch of those. I wonder if that's what's going on. Do do do. No. Do. Do do do. Okay, so it's making that no problem. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Wait. I've had that problem before as well. Let me change this as well. Okay, that's why. Okay, that's what was happening. That's what was happening. All right, so now grab this, dump that. Dump and dump. How to check the extension? I believe it's below the stream. Heat. Was it heat the whole time? Dum dum dum. I don't know why that was working sometimes then, if it shouldn't have been. You doing great in Ultra Balls? I don't know. Oh, I think you gotta do Pokey Catch and then tell it which ball. So, Pokey Catch, great. Pokey Catch, I think. There it goes. There it goes. Yeah, because otherwise it just tries to use normal balls. Okay. Have we ironed out all the bugs yet? Have we ironed out all the bugs yet? The only thing we should probably wait on is this guy. Add-on. I tend to avoid those styles of games. Okay, let me just... see the thinking and stuff. Yeah, I tend to avoid those games. I get the appeal, and I am part of a veteran streamer group called Regiment, it shows up below the stream. And a lot of them do play shooters and whatnot. But for me, I fell out of the shooter game back when H1Z1 died. Okay, so that's done now. So now, try again. Can you craft from start to finish without any problems? Or are you going to bug out again? By the time I get all the bugs worked out of the system, we're gonna have enough for the quest. Have I tried Among Us? A little bit. I played it a little bit. Doom. I can't help but notice, but this craft here is still having problems. I bet if I check the world engine, it's broken. I don't know why it has a problem with this craft. Yeah, for sure, for sure. So when it's doing it one at a time, it's fine. It's just when it tries to batch craft. Oh, I see the break now. I see the break now. The ender has to go here. It cannot go here. When the ender when it's trying to craft something else and then it tries to craft up the ender ends up over here. It breaks. How do I fix that? Do the lock until all outputs are received thing? Do do do. Just gonna make a mess. Make sure my magnet is on. Sounds like Faded. It's called Carnival. Is the title. Doo -doo. I don't know how this one ended up over here. Oh. I was setting that on the wrong one. Okay, try again. What am I missing now? Quartz. Quartz needs leveled up. Doo -doo -doo. Keep the good work. Hope you were able to, yes. You gotta meet up with a buddy of mine in a couple minutes. I do plan on returning to the stream though. Have fun. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for the good conversation. Have fun hanging out. Doodle, doodle, doodle. Doom, 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 doom. Okay, one more time. Can it complete without breaking? Alright, while that's working on that, I'm going to take a quick 5-minute break. Feel free to grab yourself a drink, grab yourself a snack. I'll be right back. Alrighty, folks, let's get back in here. Alright, so far it looks like those changes I made are resulting in a good craft. Doodle. 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 Maybe. Yes? First time going all the way through with no issues? Perhaps? There it is. Start to finish. Start to finish. Doodle. 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 Alrighty. Get this guy trained up. Doodle. Doodle. Doom. Da-da. 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 Da-da-da. Bum. Okay. And now, press up another one. I bet at this point I could probably request up the block itself. Doom, 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 doom. If it does this crap successful again, I'll just go ahead and try to request up the block, figure out what resources we're missing. Doom. 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 Da 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 da. Down. Da 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 da. Doom. Doom. Doom, doom, do 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 doom, do do doom. It's looking good so far. Da 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 na 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 na. Doom, doom, doom. camera's freaking out. Now, one thing I haven't tried with the camera is direct USBing it to the PC. That might fix some of the problems with the camera. So it doesn't have to go over the Wi-Fi and then connect to it. Ah. Nope. Hmm? I know what it's trying to make. It's trying to make the strange matter. Maybe that's the only issue, is that I need to make sure I have the strange matter on hand. Because our system can't detect that it's done. Yeah, that might be the issue. Guess I still had something in my throat before I took a breath. Whoops. Yeah, let me try. Give me a void upgrade. Put that in there. And then let me request up. Well, let's see here. If I wanted a block at this point. Okay, we can't do it anyway. Okay. So if I want another one of these, it's gonna try to craft up 0. Okay. Well then let me just get give me 3 buckets of strange matter. Doom doom. Doom doom. Doom 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 doom. That's the only annoying thing with this. There it is. You have to make the blocks themselves go faster. And we could fix this. We really could. We could fix this with probably 3 importers. Since we already have these. Yeah, that's probably the easiest fix. Just get 3 importers. Like that. Then we just move these. Over there. And link them. And then it should be able to detect that that worked. Yes. Very nice. Of course, it doesn't matter now, but in the future it will. Also, this one, platinum. Platinum. Needs to be leveled up. Do. 37 is better than nothing. Welcome back, Fallen. How's it going? Alright, I think I have all the kinks worked out with this now. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. This guy here is our bottleneck right now. The reaction chamber. I think. Although, quest book, we're in tier 5 trying to get the infinity block. And that should be the last quest in this chapter. We're working on our 8th ingot, so then we'd have one more ingot after this. One more ingot after this. Then we got to make the neutron reflectors, but I think I've made those before. Yes. So that part shouldn't be too bad. Doodle. Doodle. Might as well go and check on the antimatter. We're up to 2. Nice. Start at the last one. Doodle. 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 At least the last one for this quest. I think. Yeah, it's a little expensive. But this stuff is amazing. The infinity stuff. This guy here. Doodle. I don't even know what that is. Carmite. Carmenite. Borer essence. Ergast. We actually have that. We actually have that. Somewhere. We definitely have that somewhere. Because we got it as a quest reward. But weirdly enough, I'm not seeing any of my prediction matrix stuff, so that's odd. Right there. Doodle. Doodle. What is this used for? Nothing that I really care about, honestly. It might come in useful eventually, but... Burgas prediction. Doodle. Doodle. All right. It's coming through. It's coming through. Doom. Doom. And this is the last one for the block. Last thing is coming in. Auto crafter is locked. It lies. It's coming in now. There it is. 2 of those. Infinity block. Quest complete. That was a lot of rewards. Oh my goodness, that is a lot of rewards. I want to walk this. I can't freaking see. Oh my goodness. Oh wow, look at that. Yeah, we got a portal gun. Got another right hammer, world breaker. This is gonna be better than my current armor, I'm pretty sure. That is one of the best weapons. Shift X to turn on night vision. Press X to toggle step assist. "9x armor." 9x armor. Armor before was like 3x. Eternal Stake. This tool can place a light source at the cost of zero durability. That's awesome. Yeah, just a minor upgrade. Damn it. Why does this make me feel like we're headed for a boss fight? It is now time. Where's my infinity block? It is now time to go talk to the Echo of the Infinity. Submit this, and assemble the Infinity upgrade. Infinity upgrade is done. Yeah, so in this pack, every animation has its, well, most animations have their own little, or most engine upgrades have their own little animations. Speak to the Echo of Guidance. Okay, what does the Echo of Guidance have to say? Another pause in the music. Turn the volume up.
Your world engine can now support Tier 5 upgrades. Your immense knowledge has granted you the...
No, that's...
Your world engine can now support Tier 5 upgrades. Your immense knowledge has granted you the right to join the ranks of the Echoborn. The Chronon Resonator now links to the Fractured Void, granting access to the final Echoborn who are holding back the collapse of reality. Chaos fuels draconic power and channels boundless energy. Infinity bends creation itself to forge endless potential. Radiance peers into the subparticle realm, shaping the void through their radiance.
Okay, that's the one we just finished. The work thanks you for preventing the collapse of your dimension. You may now begin your ascension and acquire the tools to rebuild your home. Okay, so that is... Oh. So we do have to make the Infinity stuff. Okay. Technically, I could end it here, right? Technically, we could end the pack here. Because this is crafting creative stuff, basically. And I do know some people have ended it right here. But I think we'll probably keep going. Honestly, I don't know. What do you think? You think we should keep going? Go for the Ascension? Why stop now? Right. Yeah. Okay. We can go for the Ascension. Why not? From hardcore to creative. Okay, so we are gonna have to do some stuff. This requires superheating this into... Okay. Okay. Alright, and then how many... How many ingots total are we gonna need? 16. 16. Is it 16 per, basically? 16 per. Yeah, and I bet... Oh, it's 10 there. So... What is that? A stack plus 10? A stack plus 10? That's going to be a nuisance. Right. Right. Yeah, and that's why I think most people stop at this point. Yeah, basically. Yeah, it's like random crap. Do this crazy stuff for literally no reason other than to... Ooh. That's really nice.
Life gives it.
Oh, that's gonna hurt. Just because that machine is so slow. Ooh. Screw it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Now, there's no way I'm gonna regret this. I'm gonna regret this. Probably. It's just time, right? Everything's just time. It's just time. It just takes time. I don't know. As a viewer, Fallen, as a viewer, what do you think? Like, is it gonna be annoying to watch me go through and try to make all this and spend a lot of time doing it? Or, you know what, here, we'll leave this up to the YouTube comments. I'll make a post over on YouTube. I will make a post in the Discord, and I will let you guys decide if we're going to continue through to try to get the full ascension or not. But what we'll do, we'll call it early for tonight. We'll call it a little bit early for tonight. And we'll give time to give... We'll give people time to give their opinions, right? So we'll use YouTube for the comments for the YouTube side. Oops, sorry. Once again, it's twice today. We'll give the comments for the YouTube side and for Discord for the Twitch side. And we'll let everybody decide what we're going to do. But for tonight, we're going to call it there. Hope you did enjoy. I'll see you next time. Remember to leave a comment. Let me know.